Hi everyone, Aram here. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do this video. It's very personal. It's what I think is my truth, but I'm not sure because I don't remember. I was told a lot of stories about my birth, that I was born in Northern Westchester Hospital in the old section, in the brick section in Mount Kisco, New York, and my mother almost died. I was a breech birth, and the doctor had to put his hand inside of her and turn me around, and it was very painful. And my mother described this to me, and then after I was born, she almost bled to death. She hemorrhaged and almost bled to death. And then at my circumcision, sometime after, the rabbi wouldn't circumcise me because he didn't think my name was in the Bible. And my mother had to leaf through the Bible quick to show that my name was in the Bible. And then I got circumcised. And then at 2 years old, I was kicked off a bed, a bunk bed, by my oldest brother, and I landed and bit my tongue. Uh, Almost bled to death. My father did this heroic rescue and brought me to the hospital, and I was put in a straitjacket and tied to the table, and my mouth was clamped open, and they put a sheet over my body and just my mouth, and they sewed my tongue back on without any anesthesia. And that was traumatizing, and that, of course, has been a major part of my life, just getting over that one. Then I have this scar right here. I'm sorry I shaved. I have the kind of that first time I've ever done that mustache, but I didn't shave everything. And I have this scar right here, and it has a stitch in it. And I have no memory of ever having that, where that came from. So I think that that happened before I developed my confident memories. Um, anyway, this is what I think. And in the summer of my birth, my parents went down. After I was born, my father and mother went to Gee's Bend, Alabama, to go down there and do work. My mother did work for the quilters down there, bringing it to Macy's, the Gee's Bend quilters. My father helped build post offices and schools and fought for the rights movement, and they were very progressive Jews down there. And I was left with my grandmother, who was a psychotherapist, Freudian psychotherapist, very wealthy family, and she was the head of psychiatric institute in New York City, in a very important time in 1946, when a lot of people were returning from Europe, and all the institutions and all that stuff. They had to put the crazy people away, and they had all the sterilizations and eugenics and stuff, all that stuff. So there's that. And my grandfather, he died the same day as JFK, and he was an insurance guy, medical examiner in MetLife, and um, uh, anyway, I come from a very interesting family, that's for sure. This is what I think happened. Okay, this is the story, the under the story, and this is just what I suspect. I suspect that I was born in Gee's Bend, Alabama, and I was in some kind of African Egyptian ritual. Okay, in the Satan class, doing some kind of crazy Illuminati stuff, and some African or someone delivered my delivered me, not necessarily in a hospital, in some kind of ritual, and didn't do a great job, and my mother nearly bled to death. And then and the reason why the rabbi didn't know my name was in the Bible is because he wasn't a rabbi. Okay, he wasn't versed in the Bible. My name is in Genesis many times. Any rabbi would know Aram. And then this tongue thing, I think I was in another ritual, and they cut my tongue. I was the hors d'oeuvres in some kind of crazy ceremony, and then this thing, another event, I was cut in another ceremony. I grew up in Lewisboro, on a place called Conant Valley Road in Vista, New York, and it intersects another road called Old Church Lane. And right there, I posted a map on Facebook, is the Rockefeller Estate. I grew up the street from the Rockefellers, and in a very interesting place. I posted some links to Lewisboro. Very mysterious family. You know, I have a bunch of Jews in my family. I wasn't told any history of my family. It was like complete separation. But I do know that my grandfather came from Salt Lake City, Utah, a member of a very large clan out there. And so I got the grandmother Jew from Austria, the Polish, the Russians, French, and I married a Palestinian and a woman from Japan and the Philippines. My children are all mixed up, and now dating a lady from Louisiana and oil industry, and just I'm in the thick of it. I think I was born in a big old pile, and I'm just crazy trying to get the hell out. All right, I wasn't included in the story, the real story. I was a meal in it. Ha ha. Anyway, I would feel alone if I didn't know that there was just literally millions of other people in my situation who were also eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and in Satan's realm. But I just got to say, Satan, you had everything except for one thing that you did not have. Poor guy. You didn't have truth. Okay, truth of three fathers, three mothers, truth of three species: Denisovan, Neanderthal Europe, and Sapien Africa. Three kingdoms, hidden alliances, false narratives in the Trinity. Truth of shame, extortion, and violence, raping children, murdering children, many of which I think are probably buried there on the Rockefeller Estate out there in Lewisboro, New York. And if any of the police want to get out their dogs and go over there and start sniffing for bodies, I would fully support doing that, okay? You can also deal with some of the mysteries, like my cousin dying in a suicide on the Princeton campus. They said he committed suicide. Mrs. Minter and Mrs. Watson, who were murdered in Vista, New York, in front of their children, raped and murdered when I was a child. Lots and lots of deaths growing up. A lot of my friends died. Scott Tinter, and his mother was running the library over there, and there's Bill Weiss. There was a lot of deaths on there, and then there's also Eichelberg, and lots of Germans, lots of Jews, G's Bend, Africans. We got the Asians. All right, it's three kingdoms. They got their networks, and I gotta say, we're all trapped in this. It started before all of us were even born, okay? This frickin' Satan monstrosity, and this is the only reason I forgive all of you, okay? The only reason I forgive you is because it's bigger than all of us, okay? We were born into this awful thing. It's 50,000 or more years old, and it just makes us do awful things. I believe in justice, though. The ones who really enjoyed drinking the blood, all right, and had no second thoughts, no conscience whatsoever, fuck you, all right? You can go to jail and rot there for the rest of your life. The rest of you, I forgive you, okay? I even forgive the ones that go to jail, all right? But I don't want to see you. You just there's such a thing as payback, okay? You can't just murder babies and rape girls and do terrible things, cut tongues and lips and dicks and all whatever you do, all right? You just can't do that and expect to get away with it, okay? Your time has come. It's time for justice. I forgive you, but you're going to jail. Take care. Bye.